Hi guys and welcome back to another Minecraft video. So today I'm going to be showing you a couple cool ideas with 1.14 blocks now that we've got the 1.14 version. So first up is using the lectern blocks. Now I've actually used them here for pillars, which is really cool, and I'm not too sure which one I prefer, either this one or the actual one where you put a bit of fence in there, and I'm hoping at some point we do get, along with the cobblestone walls, we actually get like wooden walls as well. That'd be awesome, just like in some mods that I've played around with. So these are really nice and easy to do. All you have to do is grab the lectern and well, just build on top of each other pretty much, and you just hide the kind of like bookshelf part of it on the inside, and that seems to work really nice. And I've also shoved up these kind of like banners as well, because we've now got a globe which looks really damn cool. I love it. Other little bits of detail that you can also do is using the barrels. So I've actually got spruce wood planks here, and I've actually used the barrels, the back of the barrel at least, matches it. So this is really cool for, of course, variation. So you can now put in a bit of variation using your barrels, which I think is awesome. So do go around and start chucking those in. Of course, we can also now do variation with our stone as well. I've not really covered too much of this because I think it's like more general. Where is it? It's there. Stone stairs. So you can actually, put in things like this now and make it look like a brick's missing or whatever. Absolutely brilliant, but I'm not really covering that too much in this one. So if we have a look in this room, I've done a couple different things, obviously using the barrels again, and using the scaffold this time as a table. Scaffolding is pretty cool, actually. So we've got barrels up there, we've just got tripwire hooks on them. I've even got a last cool kind of bell, so that's pretty damn cool. And actually even using sea pickles as well as like glasses or jugs, because then you can make it look like there's a load of glasses which have different, obviously got 1 there, 2 there, 4 there, and then 2 on the side there, as well as having these small normal kind of flower pot as well. Now I've also made a chair out of the lectern. The lectern is probably my favourite block out of everything now because of just the things you can do with it. So putting down a lectern, putting a bit of red carpet on it, and also putting a trapdoor on the back to make these really cool looking chairs, and I just love them. I think they're really cool. Another bit of kind of like variation that you can now do is with your cartography block. Now this mixes really well. Let me just clear down my inventory. This mixes really well with the dark oakwood planks, which I think looks great. The only problem is that it doesn't move. You place it down, it doesn't matter which way you place it down, it'll always be the same. And because of that, you have one side where it'll have like this side here, so you always end up with this like globe sticking out on one bit, which is a real shame. But for most of the sides, you can actually get it where you can vary these as these vertical dark oakwood planks, which I think look great. And then yeah, you can see I put one in there just to show you guys what it would look like sticking out, and it just sticks out like a sore thumb, unfortunately. But do use those as variation blocks. Now also notice some really cool kind of pattern going around the top. Now this is my second favorite block, which is the loom. Now this, you can basically use different sides of it to get different kind of like patterns. So one of the sides has got this nice dark kind of red, and then you've got the kind of like front facing part of it has this kind of pattern here with the little red, not really dark red, but you know what I mean, like reddy brown kind of color. And then you've got this bit here, so you can actually use those together in order to make a really cool pattern. So that's exactly what I did around this. So we've got like the red there, and then I've just got it variating around it, and then showing off these two looks really cool, because if you use the other ones, it kind of looks like a loom. So that's why I went with the two on the side. How did I do it there? Like that, which is really good. I'm sure you guys have been doing this already with your scaffold blocks, but scaffold blocks are awesome because obviously you can stand on them, but if you shift or sneak, you can then get put down into the ground. So here I've got this like secret passage, so I'm sure loads of people are going to be using secret passages of these, and actually you can use the barrel as well to make it look like kind of like a entrance to the cellar as well if you wanted to, and then maybe redstone it up and make it so it disappears and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, scaffolding absolutely awesome for secret entrances, or I guess sewers you could use them for as well, something like that. I guess I've got the water in here as well, but I've used it to get to this room, so I've got a separate little room in here. Now I've actually used another new block, which is the blast furnace. The top of it is a nice dark kind of greyish colour, and it works really nice with the polished andesite. So I've just gone with this nice checkered pattern here on the floor. I really like it. Again, a different idea using the scaffold block this time to make a chair. So we just got scaffold, we got some birch pressure plate on it, and also a birch trapdoor because it's quite a light block with the bamboo. The only problem is when you sit on it, of course, and get off it, it then flops down. But, you know, pretty good. Again, using a loom, this time for blank bookshelves. This looks really, really cool. I'm really glad that we've actually got something like this in Minecraft now to actually do this. Really cool, looks blank, just using it quite sparsely. I've also got the loom block on top as well, because it's got this kind of cool grill pattern on top. I kind of wish we had like a grey version of this so that we could actually have what looks like vents or something like that for modern builds, but actually it looks kind of cool as this kind of different beam going across, and again with the red, looks really good. I absolutely love the signs. I don't know if you guys know about this, but you can colour your signs. It's so cool. So we can actually grab something like orange dye, say for example, we want to change Bob to be orange. You can just click on it. How cool is that? It's absolutely awesome. So there's a ton of different things you can do with that to kind of like design everything now. So another thing with the of course the update, we've got this bamboo. So you now put bamboo in a flower pot, and it looks great if you put some leaves on top. Really, really looks cool. So do go with that. And also, if you are using barrels on the wall, you can use it kind of to hide it. At least that's what I did. So I really like it as like a little plant thing. It's better than the cactus that we used to have. You can also use, of course, your campfire. Now, if your campfire is of course lit, which if you're doing it in creative it will be, just grab a splash potion of water, wherever it is, a splash water bottle, and just throw it at it, and then it'll put it out, and then you've got like a nice little wood pile. That's going to be so cool for interiors and all that kind of stuff. So you can just like, you know, make a nice pile of wood and all that kind of things. So here I've just got a nice example of me using the stone brick wall, andesite wall, and mossy cobblestone wall apparently. Don't know if I meant to use the cobblestone wall or not, but it looks pretty damn cool. So using that on here, as well as, you know, some of the other things like stone stairs and bits and bobs like that, and also using the lecterns again, favorite block, using the lecterns and putting those in the ground to make it look, it's kind of like strange angled kind of look. I think it works really well. It just offsets the whole kind of thing quite well. And then of course we've got a campfire in the middle to actually have some smoke going up. Now, with these, if you want more smoke, do put a hay block underneath them. It will make more smoke. It really will. And I'll show you guys that outside in a second, so we'll actually grab that for now, and also a hay block. And I'll go outside and I'll show you guys the difference between the two. It's really cool. So we can actually use for medieval builds mostly, or even modern builds. We can actually at least play around with different amounts of smoke coming up. I think it's great. I love the particle effect. So coming into this like weird room here, well, you can guess what that is. But weird room in the back here. It's just me playing around with a couple other blocks as well. So this time using the blast furnace and also using the smithing table, which has this kind of purplish, bluey, dark colour on it to make this kind of like dark checkered floor. This is quite cool. And you can also, with the tops of these, or at least with the blast furnace, you can actually, you know, rotate it, of course, to get different, two different ways of it going. So you can actually use that to vary it as well. So I think I kind of like used it a little bit in here. Probably by mistake, but yeah, using it on there. Then using the blast furnace on the side texture of it is a really, really cool texture that you can actually kind of like fit into your builds, and especially with stone, it just makes it look quite cool when you've got this like dark stone. These little bits of detail here, maybe they're metal or something on there, and also using the stone cutter. Now the stone cutter looks like that. Totally different than what you would expect, but you can shove it if you've got the slabs, and now we've got these like stone slabs. It's perfect because you can then put in stone cutter going that way. I've then got a blast furnace at the front, so you get the kind of like grill that's got on it, because the rest of the sides are all the same. But that nice grill there, and then just putting the stone cutters on the side to get that nice kind of like texture that it's got on the sides there. Really, really cool. Really happy with how that turned out. Is there anything else here? Nope, not really. We've got a toilet, and this time at the toilet I'm using the grindstone as a bit of toilet paper. Honestly, as soon as I placed this down like this, and I ended up going, does it go on a wall? And as soon as it did, I thought toilet paper. So that's the way my mind works, apparently. But yeah, you can use that now in your builds as some toilet paper, which is kind of cool, actually. It's you know, a bit different. So anyway, if we just punch through this wall, yeah, not very good building on the outside. But what you can do with the campfire, yeah, if we have a look at the different kind of things, just put a hay block underneath, and then you'll see the smoke will be bigger on, well, it's got the hay underneath it eventually. There we go. So you can see that actually goes up a lot more, which means you can get like these smoke signals, which I think is really cool. In general, it's sort of like one of my more favorite blocks out of the whole lot, along with the lectern, but really cool for the particle effect. I absolutely love the particle effect, and I'm going to be using this in a lot of my builds. And it's also really cool that you can obviously throw some food onto it as well. I do quite like that. It's just, it obviously pings off, which I kind of wish it kind of like stayed there, so you can kind of make like a scene where you have like the cooked meat and stuff on that, and even if it goes off or something after a while. But there is a couple quick 1.14 build ideas with the new blocks we got. There is so much you can now do with all of these slabs and stairs and pretty much all these other blocks as well. These are really interesting kind of things that they've added in. It's so cool. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this quick vid. If you have, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.